In this video, we're going to talk about the fear that men have that their 30s is their prime, but also what they can do about it to elongate their prime and be at peace with themselves as they age into their 40s and not fear falling out of their physical and looks prime. You see, an article from manscaped.com says that men in their 30s are attractive to a wide range of women, from 20 somethings to women in their 40s. When it comes to being attractive in the most potential partners possible, 30 something men take the cake. That's the reason why men in their 30s are happy, because they can still attract women in their early to mid to late 20s and at the same time still get women that are in their 30s, because men at 30 still have a youthful face and they have that youthful energy, but they also have more muscle mass and a better fashion sense. Let's just be real with ourselves. As men, we have an ego. We are proud creatures. We want to stay in our prime as long as we can. We want to continue dominating. We don't want to be irrelevant. We always want to be relevant. We want to go out there and hunt for money, for women, for success, for health, for relationships. We want all that. We don't want to be sidelined playing bingo or watching TV and nobody knows who we are and we don't even know who we are and we're just rotting away and waiting for death. No, we are aggressive. We're aggressive. We want stuff. We want to accomplish things. And we always want to be in the race. All right. We always want to be running and working on something, working on ourselves. If you're watching this channel, you're not in a position where you are just happy with just being content with just where you are in life and never advancing. You're going to want more. And this is a fear that men have, is that, am I going to fall out of my prime and no longer be able to achieve those things? The answer is no, you're not. You can have different primes in your life. You can fall out of your 30s prime, but you can have a 40s prime, a 50s prime, and so forth. But we need to realize that there are some things we need to get done and have in store so we can continue enjoying our prime. So let's get right into it. And the number one thing you need to do as a man that's in his 30s is have 50K of liquid income in your bank account. Okay, this is apart from assets like real estate, stocks, and businesses. This is apart from anything that you own physically, the value of that. This is just liquid cash that needs to be in a checking account or just paper cash stored somewhere. The reason why we need to have this bare minimum in our account at 30 is because it's going to give us enough money to not have this desperate look on our face that we're financially strained. One of the reasons why men age quicker in their timeline throughout life is because they have a financial strain on themselves. And that stress comes out mentally, but it also comes out in their face. They may look more tired because they're overworking, because they're stressed out, because they're in debt. And that appearance you start wearing on your face. And this is one of the reasons why men age so much quicker. The second thing is to be in physical shape and not let fat overconsume your body. So what happens is when you get out of shape and you get fatter, you're going to get shapeless and you're not going to have a nice frame. That youthful, tighter body that you had in your 20s and 30s is going to start to look sloppy and overgrown and just out of place. So you have to be out there either running, eating, working out with weights, without weights, at home, yoga, having a good diet, whatever you got to do, just stay active, be healthy, and stay physical. Because usually when you see a lot of men aging nicely throughout their 30s, 40s, and 50s, you'll notice that a lot of them maintain their physique, they maintain their frame of body, right? They don't pack on too much weight, they don't lose too much weight. They have that nice V-tape or whatever good physique that they had, they continued that for many years. Obviously, they get a little bit older in the face and the hair and wrinkles and things like that, but their body shape, just being in a good frame, you're going to look better than most of the men in their 40s and 50s when you get there. The last part of being a man that's going to continue having different primes as he ages, and a man that's not afraid to leave his 30s and go into his 40s and 50s, is to just have fun with it and enjoy the process, and know that because you're a man, that you're always going to have ups and downs, and the game doesn't stop until you die, pretty much. Like, there's no reason to slow down or take it easy or just fall out of your prime and be happy just because you're getting older. The only time to take it easy and stop is when you're dead. Because I remember a story when I was in my 20s, I was really sick, right? And I was going to the doctors back and forth. I had some issue. And I kept, I got to a point where I kept complaining. Then I told my mom, I was like, look, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of going through this doctor's thing. When is this going to end? This and that. I remember she told me something that I'll never forget. She told me, look, the only time when you've lost and when there's no hope and everything's over is when you're dead. Until you're breathing, until you have more days, there's still another opportunity, there's another chance, and there are things going to come. And things will change. Nothing stays the same forever.